My name is Clifton Tapara. I am a tour guide, a multi-purpose tour guide.
My name is Josie Hood. I was born and raised here in Hawaii. My mom is from Samoa and my dad's from Chicago. No idea how they met, but they met.
Multi-purpose tour guide basically means you can work anywhere in the PCC if they need you. Every day is a fun memory, that's the thing. You know, every day is unpredictable as well. Like even the worst days are like the most memorable days. Like when guests are like screaming in your face.
The hardest part about my job is how hot it is sometimes. Sometimes it gets kind of hot and you're just walking around trying to look attractive, but you can't because it's so hot and you're just sweating. And the guests are pretty forgiving, but yeah, sometimes you just can't help. You just are drenched in rain.
Not scream at me, but scream about issues revolving around the services provided. I'm like, get out of here. No, I'm not. That's not what I say. Just calmly look at them and realize like that the best is yet to come. Most of the time they're just hungry, so you just take them to eat, and after that they're sweet.
There is a very big difference between the Japanese and the English tours. The Americans and English speakers are a lot more free-spirited, and Japanese people are very, you know, you tell them to do something and they'll do it, or they follow. No one really gets lost, whereas English people, or people that speak English most of the time, will kind of wander.
I think Polynesians are not very well represented in the world, and they're misunderstood as well. Like people think we do the haka, not all of us do the haka. Not all of us scream. And sometimes people think Polynesians are like angry people. We are. We're grumpy looking, but we're like really sweet people.
I think one of my most memorable tours was when I did a Make-A-Wish, one of the girls from Make-A-Wish Foundation. One day I went in and I was taking a regular English tour, and I came across the Make-A-Wish. In my group there was a family from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the mom was just so excited, and she was in her wheelchair, and I thought that she had just broken her leg or something, but her mom said that she had muscular dystrophy or something wrong with her muscles. And so from that moment I decided that I really wanted to make this a really fun experience for her. I have a very special place in my heart for people of Make-A-Wish. When I was 8, my little brother, he was 1 at the time, we found out that he had cancer. And when he was 4, he passed away. And so before he passed away, that same year, December, he was part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he wanted to go to Disneyland. And so we were super stoked and super excited to go to Disneyland, but that October before we went to Disneyland, October 2005, he actually passed away. And so he didn't get his wish. And you know, I kind of feel like in a way, 10 years later, that I still got to kind of help someone else get their wish. And that was just like one of the biggest privileges, one of the most memorable moments. If I wasn't a tour guide, I wouldn't have been able to have that experience. So
Your influence can be felt in the center. And I always keep in mind that the PCC was dedicated by Prophet. And so the grounds that we step on over there are holy grounds. They don't just represent my culture, but they represent the church. And it's a pretty cool missionary tool. I had this guest, when I first became a tour guide, she watched the Hawaiian Journey, the movie over there. And she came out and she was crying because she said it was so spiritual. And that's a common response. People feel a nice spirit about the center and the people employed there. And one thing I really like is that like people think we're trying to be nice, and so they think we put on a face, but I feel like it's natural for most of us to just be nice. Because at the end of the day, you talk with your friends and you don't see another side of them, you just see the same side. Yeah. When I put on my uniform, I become my best self.